Okay, so here we try it again. I am going to do a higher resolution of a Queen's Blessing run. Now, on Queen's Blessing runs, you're not really worried about gold find. So what you want to do is, if you have gold find equipment equipped, which I do currently, drop that and put on your damage dealing or your best equipment. You want to kill the enemies as fast as possible. That is the key to a good experience find run. Alright, I'm going to show you two runs. The first run is how you'll do it when you're just doing it normally and you're not running low on time. Okay? And if you only have like maybe 1 or 2 experience spots. If you have a total of 7, that is enough to completely do a full run. So at which point you'll go ahead and drop your pots before you start the run and then click your Queen's Blessing right then. Okay? I'm going to show you as if you have less than 7. You'll want to do each run like this. Okay? So, alrighty, I got everything. Yep. Okay. So get your pots in there. Get your experience pot at least, and any other mini pots you may have. The 2-minute mini pots. Okay? Now, if you have enough to do the full run, the full 15 minutes, or you have 7 experience pots, go ahead and pop it before you start. Okay, now I do my experience run at Adamar's Sanctum. Okay, so go into Adamar's Sanctum and select the difficulty you can kill the enemies the quickest in. If you are dying too much, do not go to Champion. Drop down to Heroic until you're stronger. If you're dying too much in Heroic, drop down to Normal. And only go up to the next one when you can effectively kill the enemies quickly without dying or dying too much in it. You're looking for time here, and every time you die, you lose precious seconds. So I can do this in Champion, so I will do that in Champion. Okay. Not every difficulty has the exact same enemies. Some of these will have named enemies. So with this thing where it's at, you want to go ahead and pop your Queen's Blessing and start running. Okay? Here in the first area, come up here, you know, just start making the enemies follow you. Okay? Now I'm doing this as a knight, but the majority of you will still probably want to still follow the same basic thing. Come over here, kill that Acolyte Destroyer, because he will swing you back. You come up here, kill the next Shroud Summoner. And if you're a knight right now, pop your angelic form if you have it, and kill the next summoner. They bring out enemies that unfortunately will make it tougher to do it, because you won't know if it's an enemy that drops experience or not. Okay. Once you get down here, finish the last 2 summoners and kill these enemies as quickly as you possibly can. Okay. Use an area of effect attacks. As you can see, my knight is currently set up with Cleave and Angelic Form. Alright. Collect any pots or gold you may wish to out of that stuff, but don't spend a lot of time. If you miss one, it's not that big of a deal. Alright. Now you come down here. Alright. These next batch of enemies, what you want to do is actually come up here, up the stairs, to where you start seeing those first enemies, and then come back down. What that does is it bunches all the enemies down here in this corner around here, and brings those other enemies down, so you can get rid of them, and you don't have to worry about dragging them. Okay? Okay, so there's a mini pod and some stuff I want to collect there, so I'll grab them, and then you keep going. At this stage here, stop for a second about there and here. This allows the imps to fall and actually start chasing you. Okay? Now there's some other enemies here that actually can knock you over, so go ahead and if you have an angelic form, pop it down, and go ahead and use your area attacks and take out the rest of these enemies. This is the only time where you'll actually take out the serpents, because it gives time for the imps to bunch up right here, where you can use an area attack effect to kill them all. Alright. Now you come up to the stairs here. This last one here is, you'll see this Princess Emma. Click her. Once she slaps you, this is the time to pop your pots if you have them. If you don't have enough to run the whole level. Because you're waiting for an enemy to pop up. Once he pops up, go here. If you're knight, pop your angelic form as soon as the siege beast is killed. Because no matter how much parry, dodge, or defense you have, the Silk Queen Spider there will knock you down and will shave precious seconds off your time. And then you keep going. If you have a temporal potion, then more than likely your angelic form will be restored by the time Adamar actually comes out here by himself. Otherwise, the one attack you really need to use angelic form for, he doesn't use as often as Sakura will actually drop you. Okay, collect any items you may wish to real quickly, and then return to town. Okay, now don't waste any time. If you gain a level between this, do not stop by the skills trainer, because you will waste time. Just go immediately to the map, because while all your pots don't count down while you're in town, your angelic form does, as you can see there. Alright, now if you have 2 minutes or less, or if you have roughly 2 minutes left, okay, this is what I'm going to show you. I'm going to be doing this next run as if I have 2 minutes left on the run, okay? Because if you have 2 minutes left, that's enough time to get you to the final bosses and get their experience, which is more important than the rest of the enemy's experience here, okay? So now what you do is you start running, and you stay to the south or the bottom of the screen as much as possible. You really don't want all these enemies coming to you, especially this Acolyte Debaser that's up here, because he will slow you down. Alright, now you keep running. And you're running to the boss, is what you're running to. You're not stopping for anything. Now, if you're a knight, just as you start up the stairs and you have angelic form, pop it. There's some enemies that have attacks that will bring you back if you do not do so, and that again wastes precious seconds. And it doesn't always work, but it does work the majority of the time. The idea is by popping your angelic form there, is to try to keep the enemies from dragging you back. Okay, you get up here. Click Princess Emma as quickly as you can. And if you still have experience pots left over, now's the time to pop them. Okay? Alright, now you come over here and take out the Siege Beast, alright? If he dies, pop your angelic form, if you're a knight. Then take out get a couple quick hits on some enemies that may have fallen around, and then take out Sakura the Spider Queen, alright? If you're doing this fast, you should be able to kill. If you're able to do it fast, you should be able to get about 4 minutes per run. Now, if you have actually less than 4 minutes, is what you want to do here. When you want to do this run. If you have 4 minutes or more, do your normal run. Now, if you have less than 2 minutes, you're not going to get here in time to actually get the enemies that give you the good experience. So you might as well start the run as normal and just do a normal run, okay? Alrighty. That is how you do experience runs. Groups of multiples. Exactly the same way, but you guys need to stay close together, because if you do not, then the experience is not shared amongst the group. You need to stay within sight of each other on the screens. Okay. Couple of quick tips for groups. Let your fastest guy, the one who's running the fastest, or your long rangers, take out the Acolyte Debasers and the Shroud Summoners. Okay. Also, let your fastest runner go up the stairs at the next. Here, let me just go through here, and I'll show you where I'm talking about. Okay. Alright, if you're playing in groups of 2 or 3, the run is not much different. Okay? You guys do not do anything with any enemy there. Okay, long range or fastest attacker, come over here and take out the Acolyte Debaser and the Shroud Summoner. Okay? Your fastest runner and only one, your long-range attacker comes up here and takes out the other summoner, and your long-range attacker and fast runner takes out the other one. Now, bring everybody down here. At this point, when you can see everybody on the screen, start killing these enemies indiscriminately. Just kill them as fast as you can. There's no specific order you want to worry about with these enemies here. Okay? Do your quick roll, collect, and then go. Do not worry too much about collecting gold. This is not what this run is about. This run is all about the experience. Okay. Come down here. Your fastest runner will run up the stairs, grab these enemies, and bring them back down. As soon as you see him on your screen, which will be about right here, everybody else starts killing the rest of the enemies. Just go. Don't waste your time for him to get all the way back. Just start going. Okay? Okay, next. Fastest runner comes up here, taps those guys, taps these guys, alright? Everybody comes up to about here. What you're trying to do is get the imps bunched up. Now you come down and start killing. Here, once the imps are bunched up, then people with long-range attacks or area effect attacks go ahead and kill these imps. Rather than everybody work on the same group of enemies at the same time. As long as everybody's within this area here, everybody will get the experience. Now you run up here. Your fastest runner, key here, your fastest runner comes up here and clicks on Princess Emma. Okay. Alright, now everybody get ready. Your first enemy will appear here. It's the Siege Beast. Everybody takes him out. Knights, if you have Angelic Forum, pop it now. And everybody get ready for the Sakura the Spider Queen right here. Okay, now next is Lord Malkov, I believe is his name. He appears right here. Everybody get ready. Knights stand right where he is, Malvoth. Okay, General Malvoth. Okay, now everybody, it comes right back to the center. Here is where you get Adamar's serpent. I believe Adamar the Dark Lord as a serpent. Okay, everybody kill. Okay. And then finally the Dark Lord. Okay. Knights, if you have Angelic Forum, go ahead and pop it. Avoid that attack. When he does that attack, it will still kill you. I'm at level 140 plus, and that attack will still kill me if every single one of them hits. Okay. End the level. Return to town. Quickly, the first person back in town, run to the Dungeon Master, or the Map Master, or whatever his name is. Father Buyer on the stage, okay? And as soon as everybody's health bar appears here, they click and get the next, get going on the next map. And everybody needs to get in town, join the map. Don't waste time. Okay. Couple final tips. If you're running with a group that does not know how to do this, or is taking their sweet time, or whatever, and you're not purposely helping them out trying to get them experience, and then you need to leave. You're better off doing it by yourself than wasting the time with a group that is going too slow. That 25% extra golden experience helps out if everybody's doing it about the same speed. If not, you're going to lose out on a lot of experience by not going with it, especially if you're using a party experience potion and you're the one that popped it. These guys, they'll just slow you down. Jump out of the group and get a different group, or go it alone. You're better off going it alone than you are with a group. Okay, I'm hoping this has been helpful for everybody. If you like what you see, please subscribe to me on YouTube at 4x11gd. I'm also available on Twitter and on twitch.tv under the same name. That's 4x11gd. That's FOURX11